Guys, Astronad here, and today we're going to be making the Powerpuff Girls on Create a Sim in The Sims 4. So this is our first ever Create a Sim video, and in case you didn't know, this is a shared channel, so uh, one of us is focused on making the builds and the other one is focused on making the Sims. So that's me. I know, and today we're going to be making the Powerpuff Girls in The Sims 4. Growing up, me and my sister, the one that is doing the builds, really loved watching the Powerpuff Girls. It was pretty much the only cartoon we ever watched because we were obsessed with this show. We had everything Powerpuff Girls, from our bags to clothes to our wallets, and our other siblings pretty much just identified the Puff Girls with us. So now I'm making Blossom. As you can see, Blossom is the leader, the one with red hair, and in her hair I put like clips that are CC, but the clips are supposed to represent the bow that she wears. It's like this big red bow, but because we're making the Powerpuff Girls as Sims, so like as people, we don't want I don't want to make it so cartoony. Like, I know the Sims 4 is cartoony, but the clips just the clips are just a good substitute, I feel. So yeah, Blossom has a really regular style. She is just, your girl next door. And moving on, we're going to be making Bubbles. Bubbles is the really girly and childish one of the bunch. She has blonde hair and blue eyes. And in case you didn't notice, I tried to make them like it's a running gag in the show that they are called bug-eyed freaks because their eyes are massive. But I tried to make the eyes a little big, but also realistic proportions, and their face is like a little rounded, so I just put as much of the elements of the cartoon as I can to this Create a Sim style. So for Bubbles, her main color is blue, and I'm going for like a girly and soft look, and like she has these two pigtails, but I put braids instead because it looks so much more nicer. Like, I'm in love with that CC, it looks so good. And yeah, so this is Bubbles. She's wearing blue, and I absolutely love this outfit. Like, it's one of my favorite outfits in this Create a Sim. So that's that. So yeah, continuing with like our personal story, we really loved the Powerpuff Girls, and I have there are three sisters in my family. So one is the oldest, the middle, and the youngest. So of the three of us, I am Buttercup. My sister who does the room builds is Bubbles, and my older sister is Blossom. I guess we just said that because we were obsessed with the Powerpuff Girls, and we just had to bring it into our lives as much as possible. So here we are making Buttercup. So for Buttercup, as you notice, I make her brows more, more angry looking, because she's known to be really tough and like the strong one, the boyish one in the group. But for this one, I'm like getting my inspiration from e-girls, and I assume Buttercup would be an e-girl if she was a real human girl. So yeah, her main color is green, and for the most part, I'm making the main colors of her in this Sims 4 black and green. And before this, you notice that Blossom was pink and white, and Bubbles was also pink and white, but more girly. So yes, for Buttercup, I found these really nice pants, and like I just had to make an outfit around that because they're a really nice pair of pants with like that chain and everything. So yeah, I'm going for a more. I only do maxis match custom content. So if you're looking for alpha CC create sims, that is that is not what I do. So maybe one day I will start working with alpha if I change my mind. But for now, I like really love the look of maxis match because in game it just looks so much more. It does not look out of place, you know. And maxis match custom content is just a little more cute, I guess, because it's not really that realistic and it doesn't give that uncanny valley look, you know. Sometimes alpha CC can get a bit much. So yeah. Oh, and over here we have Professor Utonium, who is the man who made the Powerpuff Girls. I'm sorry I did not talk about him enough. He is not in screen anymore, but yes, I gave him a lab coat and I made his face like really angular because in the cartoon his face is like a literal square or rectangle with like sharp angles. And over here we're making Mojo Jojo. If you watched the cartoon, you know Mojo Jojo. He's the monkey that Professor Utonium made. He was like an old lab, I guess lab assistant, but then Mojo Jojo turned evil and became the main enemy of the Powerpuff Girls. And like I didn't bother to download CC for him, so I just gave him purple and blue clothes to represent his purple and blue outfits. So yes, now we are done making the Powerpuff Girls and here's just a show.